Patch 4.7 is a massive shift for Star Citizen, adding a whole new layer to how we gear up our characters. Between the new blueprint, rewards, and the quality crafting, there's a lot to learn if you want the best equipment. I've been refining my own day one strategy in the PTU, and in this video, I'm walking you through exactly what I'm doing first, from target farming specific missions to setting up the perfect prospector for high quality ore. This is how I'm getting my gear set finished as quickly as possible. The first thing you need to understand about 4.7 is that you can't just craft the best gear immediately. You need the blueprints first. If you just run random missions, you're going to end up with a library full of stuff you'll never use. To get the best gear, you have to be intentional. Here is exactly how to target from blueprints. Target from blueprints, you can just go to scrafter.com here. I will link it in the description. This makes it super easy. For example, I can go down here and it will list all of the armors. My favorite armor is the Antium armor here. This is the Jet one. And here you can see all the resources you need. If we scroll down, here you can see the missions that will provide this blueprint to drop. We probably will have to do it a couple of times, since sometimes there's a pool, a loot pool that you need to do over and over again. But this makes it very easy just to target farm everything. You can just go to Foxwell missions and amateur, and you can do this over and over again, make it super easy. So this is the first one that I will be farming probably. It's the Antium armor. I also like the Defiance armor here, where you can also find the missions. Here you can see it is from North Rock Bounties. So very good. Plus you can even play with the resources, see how much mitigation you can get. Up to 15%, that's quite big. Plus a nice little boost in temperatures. So that's how you form your armors. You just go on the site and you can see exactly what missions to take. Very easy resource to use. Make sure to check this out. This will allow you to target them without having to run around and just do random missions. To farm these blueprints, you're going to be doing a lot of ship combat, but with the new armor changes in 4.7, running the wrong loadout means you literally won't be able to damage certain targets. I found an easy solution to do this. It makes the grind much faster. So let's look at the exact ship and weapons I'm using and the reason behind it so you can understand it and make your own loadout. For my loadout here, I'm just going to use the Guardian MX. This ship has very nice big guns, so it can do quite a bit of damage, and I have noticed with the new armor changes, attritions will always be able to penetrate most ships, even the bigger ones. So in this case, I'm going to go attritions. They're just very consistent. This is why I'm going to go with them. Shields have been increased by quite a bit, so you might have to fire quite a bit of rounds into shields to get them down. But if you're going to be grinding missions, I'd rather go with laser repeaters, especially for PvE. So attritions is going to be the best bet. Plus, nice and big. This is why I'm using the Guardian. You can use any ship you want. But if we scroll down just a little bit here, you can actually take a look if these weapons can penetrate your own ship. You can see here, once you hit this quality, like 65, you can penetrate things. Even a size 1 attrition can penetrate the ship, so size 4 will definitely allow you to penetrate most ships. I can go to a bigger ship here, like a hammerhead. For example, here you can see a hammerhead. We can just choose this one right here. Let's choose attritions. You can see here, here's the attritions. And even a size 3 can penetrate a hammerhead, so you will have no trouble dealing with PvE if you run attritions. The projectile speed is pretty bad, only 1000, but you can apply damage consistently because it's a laser repeater. So not too bad for PvE. For the other components, they're pretty much the same. You just choose the base shield HP. It's still just the base shield HP, so you just go here, choose the base shield HP. For power plants, you still go with the most power, Genoa for this one. And then obviously for the coolers, you want to save some power. So I took off one and I kept the bigger one, the icebox. It's a stealth cooler. It just saves you a lot of power. Since this ship is very power hungry, and of course quantum drives, usually you just choose the fastest one. I like to go with the Amera instead of the Hurricane, just because of the cooldown after quantum traveling, but basically the same loadouts. It's just the weapons that has changed mostly. The main thing that you need to take note of, that some weapons can penetrate armor and others can't if they're too small. But if you run attritions, you should be fine. In most cases, it's very noob friendly. Once you've secured your blueprints, you have only won half the battle. With 4.7 crafting, mining has changed significantly. All mineable rocks now have a quality rating that scales up to 1000 to craft the best gear, and I personally won't settle for anything less than a 900 plus set. You will have to be very selective about your resources. It's a bit of a grind to find the best materials, so let me show you my favorite prospector loadout for high tier ore and exactly where I'm hunting for these top tier rocks. For my prospector loadout, I'm going to go here with the Helix 1. This will provide us with a lot of power. Then I'm going to go with the Focus 3 and then Eraser C3 as well. So a little bit of a balance here, charge size plus 40%, since most of them take it away. And here we just add more power. We're going to have a lot of power just to make sure we don't run into any rocks that's too crazy that we can't crack. So I like to have a little bit more power. Unfortunately, most of these components, these modules, you can only buy at Nix. So if you didn't know, if you go here on Urkel, you can just click here on the component, and here you can find all the shops. For example, here you can buy this at Levski. So this is a quick way to buy it. Now, how do you know where to find the resources? Well, it's easy. You just open up your Mobi class here with F1. You choose Journal. And here under Mining Fundamentals 2, where to mine, you can find a nice list of all of the resources and where to mine them. For example, Carinite, you can mine it on Everdeen and Daimar. And with each one, you can look this up. Obviously, in Pyro, the resources will be higher quality. They have said so. So just make sure you always mine in Pyro if you're wanting high quality materials. Probably the best way to mine, but you can still find them in Stanton and in Nix. But overall, a very good little list, and I'm happy that it's in-game now. It definitely makes it a lot easier to just quickly look up. That is my full game plan for the first week of patch 4.7. It's going to be a massive shift in how we play, but hopefully I can complete my 900 plus set and show it off. I'm very excited. I'm curious to see what blueprints you are prioritizing first, so let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching and good luck grinding.